Hello everybody, welcome to what will be the finale for Let's Play Pikmin 4. We're gonna be finishing the nighttime expeditions today and getting some raw material from you. But then you're gonna say that you can grow more flowers, can't you? Because you have a really weird obsession and I think you should probably consider therapy because it's a bit much. It's a bit much. Anyway, by comparing the names to my roster of tour participants, I confirmed on my end that everyone was rescued. Yay! It isn't much, but please accept that. Oh, and if it's not too much hassle, could you provide a receipt later? I am not doing your job for you. I barely get paid by the president alone, so, no. But, let's wrap up the treasures. Starting with the Ultra Hyper Technology series. The technology built into these specs is incredible. To begin, there's a filter in each lens that alters the light at the quantum level. Dimensions are converted in the process, and things you couldn't see that were right in front of you are revealed. Eye-opening. What your eyes might see is not an exact representation of reality. We can only see one part of the world within a narrow range of visible light. This magnificent device proves that theory. I'd love to show it to my kids one day. It'll boggle their minds. These would enhance any video game experience. No, it wouldn't, Louie. No, 3D, no. Like, okay, well, 3D video games are fine. Visual 3D, like with the game popping out of the screen, like, no, it's not necessary. It's not necessary. Soul Reverberator. Climbed on top of the knobs. The middle one was the most comfortable. Okay, Louis is revealing a lot about himself. I'm picky when it comes to music, but I'm fascinated by how a melody can perfectly capture a person's soul or even a specific feeling. I wonder what my song would be. I like to think it would sound bold and romantic and reflect my adventurous career. Maybe I should just write it myself. The implications of this technology are quite frightening. Not only does it broadcast music played by a musician, but pieces of the musician's own soul. We always knew they put their hearts and souls into their songs, but this takes it to a whole new level. Personal injury plank. To use this mode of transportation, you must stand on the trolley and kick the ground to propel yourself forward. You can also sit on the trolley and push yourself along with your hands. It's more thrilling than riding a typical trolley, but also a lot more work. The ability to stay balanced is critical to exploration and space travel. It is okay to lose your balance as long as you can regain it right away. This tool is perfect for strengthening that skill. The only problem is I can't get it to move forward when I'm on my back. So fun to ride. And don't see its specs. Oddly difficult to see through. Have no idea what's in front of me. These shutters make it difficult to see clearly ahead, so I'm not sure why they'd be found in a dark cave. And it's not as if they could even be used as a proper hiding place. They remind me of playing hide and seek with my kids and pretending not to see them. An incredible invention! These glasses block out things you don't want to see while letting you see the things you do want to see. Is this a healthy way to view the world? I'm not sure it is, but I'm also not here to judge. Okay. And then these will be the final two. So Yellow Sword will be the last one for this of the Sword and Shield series. Blast Shield! Even the blast from a rocket leaving a planet can't penetrate this shield. Its protective powers are so robust that after years of use by a battle-worn soldier, there is but one small scratch on the surface. A fine piece of vintage armor to be sure. First time I rode in a spaceship, I was a student working part-time for an intra-space transportation company. The excitement I felt during that first launch was unforgettable. The iconic rocket engraved on this shield reminds me of that moment. Shimmers and sparkles in the sunlight. It's bewitching. Ring of Return shield. A jelly donut on the verge of exploding. When I was little, I'd look at pictures of the planets and imagine that the rings around them were roads you could travel on. Of course, once I got to space, I learned that those rings are usually made up of dust particles. I'd never been so disappointed. See how this shield is engraved with the image of a massive ringed planet? In ancient times, the ring was thought to be a curse that caused space travelers to forever end up right back where they began. But nowadays, the ring has come to represent a joyful return home after a long journey. It was also customary to give this shield to someone you love in hopes it would bring them home to you safely. Satellite shield! Did you know that satellites are highly vulnerable to meteors and other space debris? This shield was specially made for space workers who protected these vital pieces of tech from damage. If this shield can withstand a blow from a meteor, it can withstand anything. Someone told me that when a satellite is decommissioned, some of its lights will start to blink spontaneously as it falls through the atmosphere. It's likely a glitch, but I like to believe the satellite's sending one last message before burning up into nothingness. Dang. Comfortable spot for a quick nap. Heroic shield. The mouth is huge and trying to eat something. Floating cookies, I think. The figure on the shield is wearing something quite similar to our spacesuits. I mean, these living beings must have looked something like us. I wonder who they were and what their faces looked like. Could they have been our ancestors who migrated through space to our planet long ago? Emblazoned across this shield is the image of a hero beloved for leading this civilization into the stars. Soldiers who fought enemy life forms revered this figure the most. Needless to say, this shield is strong enough to be worthy of heroes new and old. Shooting star shield. To be a great warrior, one must be able to withstand not just one attack, but attack after attack. This small but powerful shield is designed to protect its owner from an onslaught of blows that land like a shower of shooting stars. Endurance is strength. Often encounter comets and meteors on the job, and collisions are bound to happen. Once had to make a crash landing for that very reason. I like to look back at those events as unexpected adventures, but at the time they're pretty harrowing. Could be easily mistaken for some kind of jewel and sold for a hefty sum. I'd like to find more of these. Heart sword. I like the way it looks when it's plunged into a fruit. Even though it's awkward to handle, I assume it's a weapon of some kind. I like how lightweight and user-friendly it is, but I'm not sure how effective it will be against most threats. Either way, it's a lot of fun to play with. It's said that with this sword in hand, one can triumph over any enemy. It's also said the blade was given this hue to inflame the warrior heart within. I must say, my heart is beating faster, and yes, my blood has begun to boil. Yes, yes, let the battle begin! Spirit sword! This sword is known for bestowing on its owner the power to make allies of forest spirits. Clearly it was given this odd green hue in anticipation of forest combat. The color does seem rather bright for any forest we know of, but maybe forests here are very vibrant? It must have been pretty hard to see this sword in the forest, as it would blend in with the foliage. Applying apathetic coloration to a weapon is more than just practical. It's brilliant. I'm always amazed at the creative solutions that float around in the minds of others. Looks a lot like grass. Ice sword. It's fun to stab fruits with this thing. Yeah, spirit sword. Okay. I've visited a few icebound planets while delivering cargo throughout space. Based on my experience, I find it hard to believe this material could withstand such a severe environment. I think it's likely this object was used for another purpose. Clearly this ancient sword was forged in battle on some sort of ice planet. Just look at it. The deep blue coloring is evidence that it once had powers that worked best in below freezing temperatures. I could swear all these eons later it's still cold to the touch. Heroic sword. This sword was once wielded by a hero who stood on the battlefield, cutting down enemies. It said the sword's bold color drew the enemies in and distracted them. The hero made easy work of them as they stared, transfixed by his blade. My son used to have a toy sword in a similar color. He was obsessed with it and brought that sword everywhere he went, including the dinner table. It isn't until I explained that it was dishonorable for a hero to attack a weaker citizen wielding only a fork. Interesting color. I'll never have to use a fork again. Finally, bright sword. When a shaft of sunlight hits the handle just so, its beauty overwhelms me. It's like I've been transported into a painting. With all these different colored swords, I assume that the armies on this planet color-coded their troops. An entire unit with matching weapons and uniforms would have been a sight to behold. I'm sure this color especially stood out. This sword's sunny sparkle is sure to catch the eye of your opponent during battle, and that's your chance. As they blink away the brightness, thrust a pointy end at their weak spot and finish them. Cowardly? It's up to you. History is written by the victor. I mean, he's not wrong. Okay, and then I'll save the final one for after the first nighttime expedition. Let's get in some useful stuff first. And off we go. Primordial Thicket. This place is giving me the chills. Something exciting must be waiting here for you. The Sylvan Gate, 4. And then Autumnal Gully is 5. This area is abuzz with danger. Be careful they don't get you out there. Alright, let's go. That was a long load. Also, I kind of am going against what I've been doing lately. I'm recording this relatively late. Like this recording session. It is currently midnight. I am very tired and I do wish to go to bed. But I'm also stubborn. And I feel I can beat this real quick. Is it wise? No. But I will prevail. Using my fists, son. Oh, okay. And I mean, sure, why not? Why not? Why not? Just, yeah, another more smoky prog. Why not? This is insane. Oh my god. Okay. Why is there just one? Okay. Okay. Where's the prog at? Okay, that's not a skitter leaf. Okay. There's another fucking frog. I really wish they did not split. They got past my defenses. All right. They got, I mean, to be fair, I only dropped like 2 mines. So they probably just like saw those and like, what if we just walk around? But we did it. Just one more to go. And one more set of treasures. Genuinely, I am very tired. Had a long day, but I can manage. I can make it. Hopefully I can make it. Hopefully I won't start speaking gibberish, which tends to happen when I'm like sleepy and I'm recording something. Harvest successful somehow. Welcome back from your night expedition. At last, I can make the medicine. It's all thanks to new blood here. Well done. I'll have the medicine formulated by morning. Just you wait and see. Okay, wow, he's being pretty, like, chill about it. Or I guess subdued would be the better choice of words here. All right. And we have saved. Wait for it. Grace from Sozor. She's just an ordinary gal who follows her bliss as she floats around space. though the space police have their suspicions. Alright, just 2 more to go. I'm ready. Does Grace have anything important to say? Yes, Francois. Does Francois have something to say? Oh, I guess so. Your horticultural efforts have not gone unnoticed. Pikmin population has bloomed thanks to you. Oh, okay, because we grew the Pikmin population. There you are. The aforementioned token that is my thanks for all your hard work. And then we can grow even more. Because non-stop raw material is good, I guess. I mean, I say I guess. It most certainly is. Are you just chilling right here? Yeah, been picked up a time or two by the police. Okay, so you're a hippie. Anyway, final set of treasures. Let's roll. They're pretty far down. I could have just went... Oh, okay. The Hands of Fate series. I mean, that's also a good video game series. Long shot totem. Rolling this stone so that it lands on the specific symbol you want is no easy task. 12 sides is a lot of sides. Why even try? When you do, at last get the symbol you hope for. What a thrill! Sure to keep you trying again and again. I lived through some harrowing events, and the trick to surviving in space is to prepare for every possible situation. But this is technically and literally impossible. Sometimes you just need to roll the dice. Haha. Hope for the best and let the universe do its thing. Only useful when deciding between 12 or less options for your next meal. Go with the flow totem. Fun to watch because it rolls so well. Having to choose one out of 20 possible scenarios during a voyage through space would be an object lesson in randomness, and very unfortunate. On the minuscule chance it should ever occur, the only solution would be to throw up your hands and laugh. With this many sides, how is this totem not just a sphere? Give it a roll and it seems like it might never stop, and when it does, well, there are so very many numbers it can land on. Does it really matter which one? Best just go with the flow. Chance totem. This mysterious stone is quite heavy, but once it's rolled, it's relentless in its pursuit of fate. 6 sides and 6 paths await you. Where the roll lands, so goes your life. Now, can you master the work of art that is your fate? Okay, but what does each number mean then? When I gaze at this stone, I can feel my fate being forecasted. It must know what's going to happen to me. I'm sure it sees that I will be hailed as a brilliant visionary and brave explorer when I return to Hakatate. You got all that from rolling a 7? Like just a 3 and a 4? Like what? I'm not sure which is luckier, 1 or 6. Difficult choice totem. Climb at your own risk. While exploring, I'm often faced with a difficult question. Which way do I go? North, south, east, or west? A tool like this could be useful in those moments. Of course, one roll would be too random. It'd be best to roll it 100 times and take the average result. This tool can be helpful when one finds oneself faced with an especially hard choice. Simply roll this stone and leave the decision to fate. But when the roll ends abruptly, will you take the decision fate picked for you? Or will you wish you decided for yourself? Talisman of Life, Crane. The citizens of this planet once wished upon this luck wafer for a long life. You see, the strange bird pictured there is said to live a very long life. Additionally, the bird seems to be facing a supernova, the final stage of a star's existence. How to live for billions of years like Star does. Okay. One can hardly even imagine it. Hope to one day celebrate a high-numbered birthday, but I don't think there will be any large birds in attendance at the party. Just think of how much trouble they could cause. If space has taught me anything, it's to plan for the worst-case scenario. The bird looks like it has a lot of meat on its bones. Talisman of Life, Cherry Blossom. Puts me in the mood for snacking. Springtime always reminds me of the day I moved out of my parents' house. At first everything was fresh and exciting, but I quickly realized that life on my own was a lot harder than I expected. Also realized I should thank my parents for all they've done for me. Starting school, getting a new job, people in ancient times prayed to this luck wafer at moments of big change in their lives. Flowers do bring to mind new beginnings, so it makes sense. We all want to blossom, don't we? Talisman of Life, Moon. The ancient people of this planet used this luck wafer during wedding ceremonies. They did so because the moon is the object one stares at when one thinks about someone they love. Or at least that's what I stare at when I have love on my mind. Alas, at this very moment I have no one to think about. My son was little. He thought the moon was just a powdered donut in the sky. He would cry and cry, I want to eat the moon. Apparently I was the same way. These days he loves to look at the moon through a telescope. Guess the apple doesn't fall far. White and round. I'd eat it. Talisman of Life. Rain. Reminds me of the time I lost my lunch after drinking some rainwater. I love rainy days. They're the perfect time to catch up on paperwork, relax a bit, and dream about my next big adventure. That is, if I have any energy left after entertaining my kids, who can't go outside to play when it's wet. And I'll take what I can get. Ancient people turned to this luck wafer when things weren't going well for them. It served as a reminder that no matter how much it rained, the storm always eventually passed. And the same goes for bad times. These too always blow away on the breeze. Talisman of Life, Phoenix. I've heard a story about a company that was in decline, but when they hung this wafer above the entry door, their performances shot up from the ashes like a phoenix. Maybe if I hang this picture, it will light a fire under my appraisal business. Maybe this object would help increase productivity at Hakatate Freight. So would a better spaceship. Maybe it's my fault. If I stop miraculously surviving such dangerous situations, the president might realize we need to upgrade our equipment. I bet this piece would sell for a lot of money. Also, very optimistic of you, Alamar. No, like, you didn't die, so that means he doesn't have to... Wait. So, wait, is he implying, like, or agreeing with my point that it would take a death to get the president to upgrade everything, or if had he not constantly put himself in danger, he'd be able to spend more time convincing the president. I don't know. I bet this piece would sell for a lot of money. Okay. And there you have it. All the treasures. I am not doing another jump cut. I will power through this, dang it. Even if it takes me losing all my Pikmin. It's alright, I got, like, how many glow seeds? Is there gonna be more progs? What can they possibly have? I fought Bulbaxes. What, is the Sire Hound gonna be showing up? Swear to God, if the Sire Hound shows up, I'm gonna lose my mind. Alright. Two spots. Okay, just a lot of poison. we got the little mountain separating us. Of course! Is that a bull blacks? Okay. All right. Prague is on the way. Wow. Okay. There's another prod. What? Oh my god, I think we got him. Holy crap. Okay. That's a bull blacks. Okay. I thought I missed. Ooh-wee. Did I just kill a ton? Oh my god. Okay, whatever. We're done. I was dialed in. That was getting a little too close for comfort. There we go. Took long enough. All castaways rescued. You did it. All castaways have been rescued. You two have proven to be talented rescue officers and an exemplary team. Well done, Capanochi. Okay, well, I mean, they need to be unleafified first. You're really getting the hang of the whole night expedition. This is... okay. It's repeating. Well, let's save these two souls. And they are... dazed and confused. But Fox from Conahan acquired his enormous wealth by creating and then subsequently selling IT startups. His motto is, be the first to jump ship. I hate him already. And Bo. His talent and reputation for method acting precedes him. No matter the role, he always plays himself perfectly. Amazing. The radar isn't picking up the presence of any more leaflings. Could that mean we've cured every last leafling on the planet? Yes, we have. Job well done, team. Job well done. Great work, everyone. Tales of our success will be passed down for generations. So yeah, I was kind of expecting a little more fanfare, not gonna lie. You know, cured, well done. It's official, you're a full-fledged member of the crew. I am so glad I asked for your help. And might as well teach Ochi. Infinite Rush would have been really helpful earlier on. But I guess now if I want to try to platinum all the Dandori things, I can. Yep. Won't stop until he hits a wall, I assume? Or, yep, okay. Or I pressed cancel. Yeah. That will really help, like, Dandori. Okay. Just gonna wrap up talking to the remaining peeps. I could have sworn there was... somebody wanted us to find someone. An actor. No, we're actually just done. Huh. Okay. Well, that was a bit of an anticlimactic end, but it is what it is. Do you have anything to say? Still preparing for a roll. Mm-hmm.
Wambe. Hamum.
Okay, you were not really telling me much, so yeah, that is it. I thought there would have been a little more than just, you know, that, saying like, oh hey, you did it, and then, whoa. Just making sure. I mean, obviously all the main missions are done. And I mean, gold in all battles, Louis just killing things, gold in all challenges, more flowers, and more Pikmin population. So yeah, that really is it. Also never really looked at these other ones. That was the status report. Here we can see all the ID badges of everybody. And gear and skills. The rescue journal, which includes tips and tricks. And by tips and tricks, they mean the controls. Oh, and Shepard's family history. Okay, kind of forgot where I was for a moment, but I at least finished up all of those so they're not showing as new. And, yeah, that's it for this LP. All in all, I love Pikmin 4. It's really good. Really good. Don't know where I would put it in my personal favorite out of the whole series, but it's still really good. I enjoyed it. And despite my ineptitude, I made it work. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in. Good night. Or goodbye. It's good night for me because I'm about to go to frick to sleep. See y'all next time for the next LP. Whoop!